Talk about
We live.
how we seen the CCL grow. CCL grow from when we initially started playing.
Oh, grow. I didn't say girl. I was like,
There's a chick in there. She plays for
Sarah?
DePaul University.
Sarah
The
Nifel?
Fry?
Nah, it's like Frizzy or
Sarah
something.
Nifel?
he said,
I
I
thought it
think he
was
said
a girl.
CCL
I thought it
girl.
was a dude.
They're
Sarah Nifel was a dude, wasn't it?
Yo, we might
Like,
have
we
to
can't
cut,
even
yo,
talk
cut, yo.
there's enough storage to do it. It's just set up so that it, like it, for some reason the camera just
Is it
doesn't want to
recording
do.
now?
Yes, sir, it is.
Alright,
Alright, welcome to the next episode of the Eagles CoDcast. It is the original Georgia Southern team, one of two college teams that played the very first year of the CCL.
yes sir.
Us and ECU, who were terrible.
Oh, yeah, very bad.
They were terrible. That was
Hey,
a-
bro, but I got a clip that went viral on Reddit from them, so I can't be mad.
I don't even remember the
What
clip.
It was
Oh,
the
I
capture
remember.
the flag, the like 13 streak at the end. Just dropping
Was it
streaks.
against ECU?
Yep.
This man is playing very well today. 25 seconds left. I think that was rude to say. Apoc is on. This man's on a 12 streak. He's on a 13. Stop this man. There's 8 seconds left. He can't. You don't let someone win a match while on a 13 streak. Oh God! 6-0.
That was
Are you
with,
surprised, bro? It's a
That's what I'm
13
saying.
streak. It had to be against
ECU,
ECU. Like,
That was against a college, what's a college jazz band or whatever. shout out, Fargo.
That always turned up against the sorry team.
he just lost to Optic, so.
Yeah, he's not.
I just like, so for that thing, like, to me,
So we're getting straight to it. I like it. Let's go.
yeah, I mean, let's
go,
get straight into
let's
it.
go.
I think, like,
We're not even gonna introduce that man over there.
Yeah, hold on.
I guess we gotta do that.
Bro, who are you, bro? OG, who are you?
I don't know who you are.
Oh shoot! My name is Jokez. If you've been watching us play all the time, you know who I am. Obviously, Season 0 champ,
Come on now.
one of the best players of Season 2,
Come on now.
All-Star Season 2.
Come on
You
now.
know, that's about it. I mean,
Now you're washed.
Now he's old,
Now I'm
retired.
retired.
This man
yeah.
made me like get him a bargain deal on a PC just to retire.
Right. I use my PC, guys. I use my PC.
And I plays Ark.
I play. You know, my
You can
Professional
use my-
art player.
You can
Come
use
on,
the
now.
laptop I
That's
gave
right.
you for that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, that's for
Jeez.
that's for entertainment.
Alright, but get back
Hey,
to a bit of a silly side. So like, I think that, I get that he was trying to make a joke, right? And so like, in the grand scheme of things, it's a joke. People shouldn't take it so seriously. But when you have that kind of platform and you're talking about an entire league, it just comes across as talking shit, even and putting down the league, even if that's not what his intention was, because his intention was just to make a joke around like noisy. It still, like, because of his audience, obviously looks bad on the league, but it looks way worse on the league when a bunch of CCL players come out of the woodworks and say dumb fucking shit to him and Playster and everybody else.
I mean, the initial thing with me is I like quote tweeted silly and said something along the lines of a lot of COD players would rather tear stuff down than build it back up. And that related to his tweet, but that's just everybody who plays Call of Duty in general. So it wasn't even just on that joke that he said, because that wasn't really that serious. But he has to know that that checkmark actually means that a lot of people's going to see his tweet when he tweets. And if that's the publicity towards CCL, then people are going to be like, why are people playing in that trash league?
Yeah, especially when we already get that from amateurs. So like, all it
Exactly.
does is like give them another thing. Like, look, even silly things, y'all are, you know, the Jazz Fan League or whatever he said.
But like,
That was a terrible joke. Like, Fargo, that was bad, bro. Ugly, bro.
That was tough.
I don't even know anybody that plays jazz.
I blocked him.
You would have to, bro.
I blocked him.
You literally would have
My
to.
thing, my biggest problem was when people started going at Clayster, because
Yeah,
Clayster's
I didn't
literally been
understand-
a day one.
I literally didn't understand that. I was scrolling down and then I saw Clayster say something, and then
Well, he
someone
said
on Clayster-
something to like about Silly's comment, but it wasn't even like
He was like, they're playing kids from Gen Ed 101 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh,
Just
so
like
that's
another
all-
play off of
yeah,
what Silly
yeah.
said.
But like, Clayster's literally been since season 1 been trying to get us like prize money and like been talking about us in his streams and stuff like that. So that's the part where I never understood the hate. Like if you're gonna come at him, like why?
Yeah, and I don't put him on blast. Mensa, like what were you doing, bro? Mensa,
and
what?
He did delete the tweet.
Serge, way to tell him to
Yeah.
delete it. Way to tell him to
shout
delete
out Serge, the CCL ambassador.
That's what I'm saying. I think I tweeted at Serge. I was like, "This is why we need to all sign contracts." And Serge is the only one who can say anything to anybody. Because
Literally, bro.
That boy Serge.
That actually made me kind of heated.
I didn't even see what he put, but I saw that Serge put delete this idiot, and it was
And it was gone.
It was
gone.
He
So
said-
that's Serge though.
he said he basically was trying to. He basically tweeted at Clayster saying he was watching a bad player now and all this stuff.
a big
But
And
Serge.
he won 2 champs back to back.
And Clay was like, "I make millions off this."
Didn't he just 3-0 the last 2 teams that he just
We
got
know
three.
Clayster's greatness.
Yeah.
We know Clayster's greatness. We wouldn't like. What are we
I
talking
think
about?
Clay responded back with like, "I made millions." Like, what are you talking about? But
Oh no.
My
Actually,
biggest
I mean-
my biggest thing is like, as DJ said, the check mark means something, but like anything anybody with the check mark says on Twitter, you're gonna get like hundreds of views instantaneously, and you just have to know like. It's unfortunate, but you have to be careful about the things that you say because there's
You have to.
people are always gonna get the wrong idea from anything. Like you could be making a joke and some people just don't understand sarcasm or something like that, and then 5 minutes later everybody's in an argument about it and there wasn't even meant to be an argument in the first place. Like,
and I think like I get the point of Noisy is border like he's up there. You know
he
what
plays
I mean?
pro 8s every
Yeah, he
No,
pros
he's nasty.
8.
Noisy-
So
he's
like
nasty.
I get the point of him basically like it's a funnier way of just saying you're playing college kids. Of course you're supposed to win. So like I get that point of it is that.
Was he playing college days in that clip?
Yeah. It
That
was a CCL match. He was playing UNI, who's like easily a top, probably like top. I think right now ranked 11th. Like they deserve to be there. Like they're a top team. So like, so it comes across as like, yeah, you're supposed to beat him, but like, I mean, he is supposed to beat them. He's up there. He plays pro 8s and all that, but I think like the way he went about it just made it look negative on the whole league when. In reality, like they're decent players, and we've talked about this before in the podcast. But like the CCL is not meant for every player who wants to go pro. Like it's meant for people who are in college that are just trying to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, here's the sad part. There's a lot of pros, low-tier pros, that aren't raking in anything from being it. They're just a pro.
Yeah.
If you're not amongst the top-tier pros, like, you're kind of just there. So you can't even talk about these college kids who are doing it because they just enjoy playing competitive.
You're saying pros, but go and notch down the top AMs even.
That's what I'm saying. Even the top M's.
It's even worse for them.
Exactly. So it's, but I mean, the thing about the CCL is there's just a lot of kids who enjoy playing competitive. They just do it because they're able to in college. They can get an education while being able to play competitive. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's like it's meant to just be like something they can do while they get a degree and then go do something else.
yeah, have it as a backup. And if you turn pro, then you're Slasher. Come on.
Plus, like, if you think about the publicity that the CCL gets, there was that one stream that hit like 11,000 viewers, and even if you're just like, an up and coming challengers player, and you just want that little nudge in publicity and player stock, you can hop into a CCL match, and people are like, oh, well, there's some good people here, and if you smoke them, like say T were to smoke Ottawa and just like destroy Noisy, suddenly his stock shoots up.
It does.
And it's the little things like that. It's just the CCL is there to enable players. It's not everybody going pro, but there are some people that can just use it as a platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ottawa is a big reason why that platform is growing. I mean, everybody hates the fact that Ottawa has all these top M's,
They
and
got so much money. Bro.
it's unfair as far as just basic competition goes, but the bigger picture is it brings that AM scene to the CCL. Because CCL's production is better than any other challengers. It rivals CDL, like it's not close. So if
With
these
those
Go ahead.
green screen desks, it's beating the CDL.
that's what I'm saying.
Damn, bro.
So top M's are part of the CCL. It's just like a better look for them because it's more professional. Like just a professional look for them.
Yeah, there was another tweet that I saw that was like complaining that Ottawa, like, because I guess Silly called Noisy a pro, which I mean he plays pro 8s, like, but he's not a signed player or whatever. And he was complaining that Ottawa signed pros and how that wouldn't be allowed in other esports. And my argument to that is like there are people who, when you go play like NCAA football or basketball, you're not allowed to stream, you're not allowed. Like they can't even make fantasy brackets for the March Madness tournaments.
Yeah.
Like the rules on making money while you're in school is like you basically can't. Like there's so many restrictions against it. And so, like, if the argument is that that's the way he wants esports to go, whoever tweeted that, because I don't remember who it was, I just think it's a terrible argument. Like, esports grew on that scene of we're going to be on stream and YouTube and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's the line that esports can't cross into traditional sports
Yeah.
with. That's just a barrier that it wouldn't really make sense because.
And it's the same, like, I mean, you would have, that means, like, no, because, like, where's the line where you claim they're a pro, right? Like, is it wagers? Are they not allowed to play wagers? If you made any money, technically you're a pro. You made money from playing Call of Duty, so, I mean,
Yeah.
depending on how you look at it, like, or is it tournaments? Can you not play, like, premium GB tournaments or, you know, CMG tournaments, whatever? Like, at what point is it a pro player? And I think that the CCL's version is the only one that really makes sense, is if you're signed on a contract to a professional team. Because otherwise, it's a very gray area of what is considered pro, what isn't.
Yeah. And if you, I mean, as long as you're actively getting an education, I don't care. As long as you're not a pro as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're like Western. Like if you're literally getting an education and you still want to compete in the CCL, go for it. I don't care if your team is stacked to the moon. That's like the whole point. You can get a degree and you can still pursue competitive COD. Like,
I mean, we just had Northwoods University just signed 2 Call of Duty players to scholarship.
Mhm.
So, like, obviously, it's going to go in that direction. If Ottawa has scholarship teams, now Northwood's getting into it, which I don't even know where they're at, but I saw the tweet.
Somebody has it. That's all that matters.
Yes.
So, I mean, obviously, we're heading in the direction of Call of Duty is going to be a more legitimized esport,
Mhm.
which is basically the entire goal. I mean, especially since we've been here since the start with going from...
Season 0. Hey, MVP Season 0. Talk to him.
We've been here for a minute.
We've been here for a minute. Let's talk about that initial season of the CCL because I mean I know you just mentioned, or was it Zach? One of y'all just mentioned how the stream was at 11,000 one of these match days, and we were on Champs Day with what 200.
If that, yeah.
If that, you know.
I remember we were like barely pushing 100 something like for a lot of those matches.
You were like, I have to win that 100.
All I know,
yeah,
I
we
was
were getting
asleep. I didn't
excited
see
for
anything.
11.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm sorry.
That was crazy though.
Hold on. Edit this, Josh, when you're watching.
We'll explain that, Graham. We're going to do a deep dive on our guest Instagram.
Hey, you gotta cut that too.
Hopefully you're watching because you have to
You're
cut.
gonna
Or
have to
Max,
cut when he
maybe you can zoom in and then like a blur.
You saw what he did.
I didn't see it.
I'm not about to replay it. He's gonna have to cut it again.
Oh, okay. His
He
face
did
is.
it again.
Why?
He did it again.
You stupid.
Anyway,
Okay, let's
Alright,
get
we're
back
chilling.
into it.
You did want to get talk about what season 0.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it was like a pretty like
When did it start? Like summer? That's when we got Matt.
yeah July. So like what happened? The way I found you guys was PUBG had just ended because we were just like our season ended and then nobody really wanted to make another team. And then I had Tubbs and G Fuel. I met Zach through soccer, I think.
Yep, intramural
Yeah.
soccer.
Yeah, and then he was like, you guys had some tournament that we talked about in one of the other podcasts briefly, but you guys end up playing against GGEA Orange.
Yeah.
And
Oh, back at Troy's house.
Yeah.
yeah, so I pulled up to Troy's house with G Fuel.
Sure did.
And that's the first time I
That
met
is the first
y'all.
time we met you.
Yeah.
You and didn't we meet one more guy? It was one more guy there.
We were
I
in
think it was
those.
your-
I mean,
your,
Dan.
roommate, not Dan, because Dan was playing with us. I think it was your roommate.
Curly.
I
Was
believe
it
it was,
Eric?
I believe
Eric.
like Pepper, Curl Pepper, whatever it is.
Oh, Cole Pepper.
Cole Pepper.
Cole Pepper.
We met
Yeah.
him. We met him. He pulled up, and I
Yeah.
remember like I followed him that day.
Yeah, because I watched you guys play for a little bit, and then I gave y'all G Fuel that Hannah had given me. And then after that, like, you guys ended up needing a player, and I wasn't really playing anything at the time. I was like looking at playing CS or one of the other teams that we had, and then you guys needed a player, so I was like, I played Call of Duty and Black Ops 2, like I can try it again.
Come on.
And
Yeah.
then
And you just did your job.
Yeah,
because
I
at
played
that
Hill
point,
Bitch.
at
That
that
was my
point we were
job.
pretty like confident, like about competition.
What we had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, cause
I mean, me and you. I mean, Zach was nasty, but our duo-ship in World War II,
and how that game played AR.
it was
just-
perfect for how we played. And I mean, anybody else, any fourth, like not to shit on you, but anybody we picked up, I was kind of like,
I was literally.
if we would have went LAN in World War II, like that's one of the
Would've
things
been-
I always wish that could have happened.
Yeah, I really-
And that's the thing too is I had just gotten back into Call of Duty before joining you guys. Like I went to Atlanta that year.
Oh, it was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Didn't TK win it that year in Atlanta?
Yep.
Dang,
That
that
Yeah, I
would've
went
been
to
so
Atlanta
cool.
because that's the year I met like I went and met Hannah there, and she was in SOAR at the time, so I met all them and all that. So that's like I was getting back into Call of Duty anyway, and then you guys needed a fourth, so joined in with you guys, and sucked, but it was like I'm just gonna play Hill Bitch and let y'all slay out.
I mean, the biggest thing about that year is it really set the foundation for what we have now. Almost
Oh, yeah.
4
Oh, yeah.
years later.
100%.
Like
Easily.
us doing what we did at Troy's house, we did it at your apartment.
This is really what I trying to do. Like third quarter, fourth quarter, always have that pace. Always print.
Yeah.
Whoa, pause. We scrambled and played matches
Pause.
out of your
Back when we
apartment.
had GB integrated into the game, I don't know what happened to
that
that. What?
We
Yo.
be taking steps backwards.
That's what I'm
into it,
saying.
like-
I didn't know the shooting range. Oh.
Yeah, we used to have firing range. We used to have integrated GV. Now we can't even get an alphabetized friends list, bro. Like they just
What
can't.
happened to that? I'm not even gonna get
It's,
into it.
I don't know.
Hey, next year's supposed to be a World War II game. I'm just saying, that's the
Yeah, it's
rumor.
gonna be World War II too.
Yeah, World War II too. Are we coming back?
I have to. I need Lance to come back.
I
that's
gotta
what
come
I'm
up
saying.
with some extra classes in that case.
Graduate.
Come on now. No.
Nah, but
That's terrible.
No, at Kennesaw, not here.
That's it. Not here.
Shout out.
oh,
Trauma.
you're
I
gonna
know
be playing for
watching. Shout out
Trauma. He just asked to transfer here. That's crazy.
Why would he want to?
Wait, Trauma, you
Whoa,
got the transfer here, bro?
We're better. That's why.
Yeah,
Isn't that Gizmo now?
Oliver
Yeah,
Rose,
yeah,
bro, you
Gizmo
hear that?
gold, yeah.
No, Gizmo's gold. Trauma's black.
Look, I'm gonna call it out, bro.
Trauma. Not.
Traumatized, not
I was
Zach.
like, not exact trauma, huh?
Bro, I'm gonna be
There's
honest.
a lot
I think their black team is better than their gold team.
I haven't seen their. I haven't.
I don't think Gizmo's good.
Straight like that. Look at the camera and say it.
That's crazy.
I don't think Gizmo's good at all.
His hair, whack. His gear, whack. His jewelry, whack. His footsteps, whack.
But
That boy Sizz, though.
I can't remember the last time I played him, but I know he's not good.
I haven't really like played them like that. We played them in one scrim, and they both took maps off of us decently. But I honestly thought their black team was better.
Their black team
That's
consistently played us close in every map, whereas their
I
gold
think they're
team,
not smoking.
they had
Got smashed and then smashed us. They went back and
they
forth.
they got bodied the first few maps. They bodied us in Moscow. That was
Tough.
I don't want to.
Moscow,
I'm
it's gonna be me.
That map is
Control?
horrible. No, it's not even a control map anymore.
Oh,
They
We're talking
bodied-
about Call of Duty.
Dude is
not
old.
Warzone.
Listen to
Yeah,
yo,
we're talking
hey,
about
Moscow
retired.
control though. Moscow control though.
That was god awful.
Yo, you
Yo, you know what I missed though?
Oh,
CTF, bro.
Oh my mama.
I feel like a lot of these maps will work really well for CTF.
Like I know people were complaining about it. They were talking about it on Twitter during the matches this week about how they think Control's a better game mode, and maybe for the viewer it is, maybe. But for me as
I
a
hate
player,
watching Control.
yeah, I think it's boring to watch. I'd like CTF as a player and a viewer better, in my opinion.
Control was fun to watch when there were specialists.
Yeah,
Cause then you
Yeah,
do grapple
you
slam
go
and clear the
yeah,
control.
no,
Like
yeah.
that's what made it enjoyable
my
for me.
my biggest thing with control is you already know the outcome of every round.
That's what a lot of pros are saying too.
Like, why am I gonna watch if I know that defense is gonna win every map except on raid? Then offense is gonna win every round. Like that's what it is, and every single one has gone round 5. Like the
Yeah.
Optic match today went round 5. The one yesterday against Ultra went round 5. The one Seattle Surge versus who did they play yesterday?
Whoever they play.
Round 5.
Round
Yeah,
five.
it went round 5, and it's like every single time. Like there's no point in watching it.
Yeah,
It's not.
And
It's not enjoyable.
Even more as a player, it's like, okay, well, we're just gonna play TDM on defense, and then, or we're just gonna, win our defense and then play TDM on offense and hope we outslay them so we can get defense round 5.
And that's like that whole TDM concept. I just never liked that in Call
Yeah.
of Duty because like that's lit.
Well, people-
it's not
It's dumb.
competitive.
It's just
people were complaining that CTF is too campy, but like I just remember like having like we were talking about strats for you like breaking from one side and then like we'd make the flag pull and like I just felt like those were such clutch moments
and shit,
where
like,
you had the
like,
flag.
Talk to
And,
people like, yo, we just got 3 reps over here. You're
Yeah.
by yourself. Play your life.
Watch
Something
the
like
OE.
that.
Literally
Oh
stay
my
back,
God.
watch the
Come on,
OE. Let's
watch
stack
the
this
OE.
side so we
Oh
can
my-
spawn them here.
yeah,
And then you watch
Exactly.
that OE push. We can relay.
We cap
like little
flag
things
on
like
picking
that.
up
Yeah.
mid type shit.
But control
Yeah.
is just like
God.
I'm spawn killing. Oh, we gotta wait. Push up, spawn kill.
Push up,
Yeah.
Push up, spawn kill.
yeah. I don't know. I've always felt like CTF. I had just as more fun as a player. I felt like when I play Control, I'm just it's just like it's.
It'd be
I
fun.
don't know.
I think it'd be fun to watch too. I mean, there's
Oh,
no uplink and there's no. Well,
It is,
uplink
'cause,
was the
like,
only
when-
other one,
when
but
you know
it's
the-
like the closest thing to watching.
The only other one was
When you
Blitz
know-
and Ghost. That's the only
When
other
you
Yeah,
know the
Blitz, that's what I
game,
was thinking
when you
of.
know the game you're watching, you're like, oh, so and so just grabbed their flag. Oh, they got the map cut off. Oh, that's a point. Or somebody gets a big kill. You go, oh shit, are they about to score that?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Then they dive or slide to the flag, and they get
Right.
killed right before they get it.
Oh.
It's like,
Or like
Like, you don't have those moments in control.
You don't.
You
Or
don't
like
have
what
those
was the
moments in control.
one of the pro matches where they called in the I forget, I think it was an artillery strike, whatever it was called back then, and the dude ran through it and lived.
That was attached
That was
on
attached.
S&D,
That was
Yeah.
S&D.
on
Oh,
But
Artist
it'd
Force.
be moments like that in CTF
Yeah.
too that's not gonna happen in control.
Right, exactly.
And if it does, like that guy got through the artillery. Now,
Yeah.
like he's got to sit on the point.
I
now.
think I'm pretty sure that happened in one pro match on Ardens. They had put the artillery on the flag, and they had one. The team had the score, but he just ran through it. And
Yeah.
That's what I
captured it,
thought.
and
That's
then
what I thought.
So
The
100%
S&D one was
CTF.
the London docks.
When it attached
CTF,
ran
when
and
he
killed.
ran through.
and,
He ran through docks. The 10.
It's all unattached now. The comeback seems to be dead. The comeback seems to be dead. He runs through his own artillery. He runs through his own artillery, and now it's a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, but Krim knows where he's going. Krim has read this perfectly, but I think Attach saw him. Did Attach see him?
1-on-1. 1-on-1. Oh my God. Krim's in the sight. Attached tracking back. Krim goes low on him.
I think he might have saw him. Running around the Rosie.
Attached to the other side. 20 seconds on the clock. Krim's got to find the kill or get this planted. Oh my God, Krim's hitting mid-map. Attach comes back. Here's the gunfight. Attach is able to win it. FaZe Clan up 2-0 with the 1-5 comeback.
Literally broke up the dynasty.
So, to me, you got to think about it in terms of like the CDO. If they're new viewers, I feel like Control would be easier to understand.
Really?
Well, Control is literally just like, ooh, get kills. And as a new person, you're just like, all right, yeah, that makes sense to me, get kills. But like CTF, like there's interesting moments in it, but
Capture the flag is.
I just feel like-
not to cut you off. Capture the flag is simple enough
It's
to
a
where.
simple concept.
Well, I just feel like it's
the
a
way
game
it
that like
happens.
I just feel like it's a game that even outside COD, like Halo's always had CTF be a competitive game mode, or at least as far as I remember ever playing it. And then like even outside of gaming, like I remember playing Capture the Flag with friends. You know, like
right.
like people understand the
People
concept.
know the
If anything,
concept
trying
of
to
that.
explain to my mom what hardpoint was when I was showing her my stream,
Hardpoint.
like I couldn't do it. So like CTF is like, all right, listen, get the flag, bring it back,
They have
get
a
a
flag, you
point.
have a flag.
It's like, oh, okay,
Capture
then.
each other's flag, the most wins.
Yeah, but
I just
Control
feel
is
like-
like there's 30 lives and you have to get these points, and if it's
Yeah,
like
The lives is gone before the points, and so wins if you get the points before the lives.
yeah,
And
like
like-
it's simple, but it's not enjoyable.
I personally support the CTF side. Like, I feel like that's just a much better game mode. Because if you think about like any of the games that have a moving objective like that, like Uplink or CTF, anytime that someone does a relay or makes it like an insane comeback, there's so much more hype than like,
Oh my
oh look, they won one.
The comebacks.
Like if you think about the what was it, Envy E United match on IW with the 11-point comeback,
Yes,
like
bro.
those are the moments
I'm gonna
that
watch that back tonight.
go down in history like that.
Or
But,
like the stints 0.3 seconds on in season 0
I
when
do
he
remember that.
yeah when they were when they like got
they
it,
beat
like,
him by 0.3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Like shit like that. Like Control. Like I don't know. I never get that level of like I can't tell you a Control moment. Like I really can't.
Oh,
The only thing I can remember of Control is when we got killed by South Carolina on frequency. That's the only thing I remember about Control.
I think there's a moment in BO4 where
4-man
100 Thieves were down like bad against.
Oh, that was the FaZe match. That was the FaZe match that Celium and Zuma and Scraps were the FaZe team, and they almost qualified. And 100 T made the comeback.
No. I'm talking about it was. I think it was in Champs. Either Champs or
Yeah.
season 2 Champs. No, I'm talking about 100 Thieves now. They were. It was Arsenal. He's not listening to. It's Arsenal, and they are on offense, and that they'll cap on the Jet Hill. And they were down lives, and Optic was pushed up and set up, and they got down.
Oh my
broke
god,
that shit,
yes, bro.
And
I
they
know.
held. That's like the only thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking of Control moments.
It's
Yeah,
like
but that's Black Ops 4. So that was a
Yeah.
great moment, but Black Ops 4 is
Black Ops-
different. Like
Black
the
Ops 4 had
streaks
a-
function,
yeah.
you have specialists. Like that's what made Control enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
Literally, that's what it was.
and like if you think about control in terms of hardpoint, like if you lose a hold on a hardpoint, it's like okay, whatever. And it's the same concept in control. It's like, oh well, they lost one wave of gunfights. It's over.
Yeah, it kind of is like
there's
the
no
same,
action.
the same game move.
It's random,
Because like hardpoint's really a lot like really slay heavy as for the most part, and then control's the same shit.
Yeah, but CTF, somebody can literally be 0-11, just be like, yo, just get the flag and run.
That's me, bro.
But literally, like,
I'll put
they're
on
the one who
airborne. I got you.
they'll be the one who wins the game. They might get one kill as the flag carrier and wins the whole entire game. You don't get that play in control because like, you just don't get
They're
it.
getting shit on.
Or I just
control.
love, or like I just think like the whole idea, like when you have the flag and like you get shot from behind, you have to use your movement to try to like snake behind something and get away. Like that feeling that you get when you're trying to like
inside
get,
you,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, it's like,
Like, you just don't get that.
I got the flag now.
Yeah, like when you get shot in the back, you have to like
You're
slide
bending
around a
the-
corner,
oh,
or like
you're
when
bending the
Dolphin
corner,
died
you're
back
shot in the
then.
back. Oh my
It,
God.
like all that kind of like the excitement you get, like I just don't get that in control.
Teammate comes around, kills the guy shooting at you.
Yeah, like I just don't get any of that in control. Like it's just like I captured A. Like I don't.
I stood here.
Yeah, just
like that spawn trapping.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Spawn trap. We lost this one.
And
Yeah.
I mean, like, then to Zach's point, maybe it's easier for the viewers. Like I'm sure CDLs has a reason for control. Maybe they think it's easier for viewers to understand. But personally, I just find it. I turn it off. Like I go find something else to do for map 3. Like I'm not watching it.
Maybe they were just under the impression that Black Ops 4 control was so good that they can make it good in this game, but
I mean, this is like to me, it's exactly like last year when map 3 came on. I go find something else to do, and then I'll come back for map 4.
yeah, Domination, when it was fun to watch,
That's what
it was, you know,
Ghost.
interesting.
That was the last time. The last time Domination was fun.
Still
to watch.
wasn't.
Ghost.
I still didn't think it was
You
fun.
didn't think-
Blitz was better.
Yeah.
Blitz was better.
Blitz was lit, bro.
Blitz was better. Shout out Rambo. Shout out Rambo Ray.
I did him dirty in World War II. I did him
Oh,
crazy.
he's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
But we watching him play Blitz. Oh my gosh. Got now sneaking, like watching a little mini map, watching him split the defense. Bro, that's oh my god.
But
Blitz is fun.
I think my favorite part of season 0 was like y'all taught me how to, the two of y'all, and you taught me like the mentality of COD, but y'all both taught me like just how to be a better player in terms of like positioning, like what to do.
That's all I could tell you.
Yeah, I know,
How
but
to,
like
how to get to your spot.
yeah, but like
That's all I knew.
because I started out like couldn't shoot straight, didn't know where to go. I mean, I
Y'all
was
wanna-
terrible.
Y'all want to break down playoffs season 0 from goddamn who we played first? I don't know.
I don't remember who we played. I just remember up to the point where
remember
Sleepy
we
had
played-
over here.
Sleepy
Yeah, I
was
remember
when
that.
we played
Played
white.
green and he
Green.
fell asleep.
It was white, green.
Red.
No, because we lost the green. It was white.
Yeah, and then we played red and losers.
It was white, red, green. We lost the green, and then we had to play red and losers.
Again, yeah,
And then we played green first.
yeah.
Because we're the reason why physics couldn't make it to champs. Because if Zach didn't fall asleep
They would've
and we
played
didn't
green, and
lose, then they would have. Yeah,
probably could've
exactly.
beat
Yeah.
green. I could see them beating.
Which is funny. It's just like a funny storyline.
They definitely would have beat green.
You
Yeah,
think
for
so?
Yeah, with Tooney, like Sarah was literally hard costing.
She was
green,
hard
bro.
costing, but green was. Green could do
Advisor
it.
was
with the
turning
three of
up.
them.
Advisor
Yo,
T-
Advisor went
The
crazy.
three of them could do it. by
Advisor,
themselves.
T-Sickle, and Vortex with literally any other fourth would easily
They weren't
beat
beating
it.
us still.
I mean, they would have been,
No,
but they would have been a lot more fun of a
I
match.
turned on. Oh my god! I turned on T-Sickle in championship game. It was like Arden's because that's where we stay at.
Yeah, that's our home.
That's what,
Nah, remember
when,
y'all remember
Black-
when I did Body Shots podcast and Black said that it was Artist
Yeah, I
Forest?
just want to talk about that. Remember when Black said it was their fourth?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's y'all.
So let's play all
let's
three
play
of them.
Arden's. Let's run all Arden's against you. Oh my god, they weren't touching us on Arden's. What the heck?
Oh,
That's
that was
hilarious,
What map did we not want to play? What map was our like Instagram? Was it Saint? I don't ever remember.
I don't even think we had it. Veto back then.
S&D was Texas.
Yeah,
SB
Texas.
Texas,
But
we
other
never
than
played
that,
Texas.
like I felt like we
That's
were
always
just
like
ready to
go-to.
play whatever because like teams weren't shooting back. Like the only team that was willing to shoot back with us cheated at the start of the season.
Or
and
I
got
do
bored
want
with
to.
it,
I do
so.
want to talk about pink and gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Pink was good. Pink wasn't beating us. If Pink stayed, they weren't beating us.
No.
Because the only reason they
I still don't
beat
understand
us,
why they quit, but
the only reason they beat us is because they had Huntley fill in for
yeah,
other bro.
yeah.
And also, I was on the bum Wi-Fi that wouldn't even let me move.
That's true. He was on
The
trash.
map we played, I was at home on my parents' Wi-Fi getting it like 148 kilobits. Like, I couldn't move.
No, like I still don't understand why Pink left because they definitely would have been the second best team.
They would have been second best.
Yeah.
And they would have been good games.
And they didn't get
against us.
forfeited, so
They would have
like
been good games against us too.
Yeah.
Because they were like the best. I think they were like the best team outside of like us.
yeah, because Gold was the best,
Gold was
and
Gold was
then
the best.
Huntley got forfeited, and then they could have played still. They didn't
Didn't
forfeit the whole
they
team.
didn't they just get like a couple games?
I don't remember what the punishment was. I don't remember if they
I was like,
forfeited him or I know that they gave him some punishment. And the rest of his team quit.
That's
all
what I was thinking. They forfeited him or banned him, one of the two, and then the whole rest of the team was just like, "Well, we're done."
Yeah, they all quit, and then Pink quit too because
That's why I salute, not to cut you off, but that's why I wanted to salute the CCL with, because since the jump, they were like, if y'all don't follow the rules, we don't care who you are, how big you are, like y'all are out of here.
yeah,
Like y'all are banned or y'all are, y'all get a forfeit, whatever. Like they follow their rules.
I remember
strictly.
how big like the argument between the staff and the players was at that point. They're like, well, why can't you just let this slide? And at the very beginning, the CCL was like, look, we have to set
standards.
Yeah, and without them, like, there becomes a gray area between what we will allow to slide and what we can't. So
I mean,
just, like,
and that's the
ban
whole
him.
reason why, like, I did it to begin with, because, like, I just went to Jaybird, and I told Jaybird at the start, I was like, I don't care if you forfeit him or whatever, like, that's not why I'm talking to you, like, I just, like, if this is how the league's gonna start, your league's not gonna start.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's just gonna
yes.
reign and cheat for the entire thing, and there's gonna be no point.
Because then, like, cause it truly made it wasn't just a random player filling in for
Yeah.
Bro. It was at that point the best player
Yeah.
in CCL filling in for a team that we could beat.
Yeah, and he was on a different team, so like there's conflict difference there. Like to me, it was just like I was like I really don't care. Like if you guys just want to warn them, that's fine with me. But like if we allow that to start from season 0, I mean season 1's gonna be full of different cheating and stuff like that.
Hey Josh, we're sorry. The editing isn't gonna be bad.
Why you always lying?
It's just the cuts.
Alright.
That's straight.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the OG.
We hold him.
That's the OG.
We did.
Go ahead.
But like that's really important to me because in the situation that the CCL's in right now, where there's so many like accusations of cheating and using red boxes and using walls and using 2D minimap and all the stuff that's happening.
What is that last one?
2D minimap.
What is that?
It's when you basically see where people are on your mini map.
It's like constant, but it's different.
Why is that considered 2D? Why are we calling it that?
I could be wrong, but isn't that the thing where you can have it on like another monitor and you can't tell that the person is using it?
I believe so.
I think that's what
I don't know. I don't
it's
really
like
know
a
what
secondary mini map that has that constant radar, but you can't
can do that
necessarily
shit on
prove
PC.
it.
That's something that can be done on PC.
Easily.
And so like there's all these accusations against Ryerson, against literally like 3 separate universities at this point.
For sure.
There's all these accusations against people hacking, and because CCL has set the standard of bringing the hammer down on people, as soon as there is definitive proof, all these schools are just gonna realize that there's no games being played.
Yeah,
other than
exactly.
coming.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, I don't understand it, but apparently they got some kind of proof for that dude double clutch with that Moss anti-cheat or whatever.
That's the histogram one that shows like movements that are way too fast to be like
realistic.
Yeah, it's the.
Apparently he had like a bunch of different of those, but I still don't understand how that works. But
they put monitor cam on and he immediately went quadruple negative or whatever.
That was so fun. That's the same thing with Q-Pan when he played our gold team.
It's like you go from dropping
what
20.
T say in that tweet? He was like, "Can't eat with the big dogs." Or something like that.
He said you can't hang with the big
It's so
dogs.
ugly.
Yeah, little
They
pump.
be thinking them the bangers too, bro.
They had them bitches in the
Bro, he tweeted that when it's straight to the club. Dude, that's the crazy part. He tweeted that when it's like, I'm going to the bars now.
Yeah, that was
immediately.
T. You are ugly. I just had to say that.
He doesn't leave
You're
it.
nasty. You're nasty. You're nasty. But you are ugly, my G. Say goodbye.
Bro, we really went from y'all playing in Troy's house to playing at my apartment to now we got a room. So
IT building every now and then. We did that 2K
Bro,
on the IT
yeah.
building. Remember that?
Yeah.
Now look at us.
Playing
we
on
got a
the
room.
playing on the Wi-Fi again because we couldn't get our shit whitelisted.
My grandchildren.
Come on now.
That's crazy though.
No.
I would say I paved the way, but say goodbye to y'all. Who's the AR, Matt? Say goodbye.
Second AR.
Matt
Calm
and
down.
Josh.
Josh, your AR?
Second AR.
He's the second AR?
No, I'm second,
Oh,
bro.
you're second.
He's main?
Don't
Yes,
let that guy
bro.
be main. Jesus Christ.
He ain't.
Wait,
Of course he's main.
What?
who's
Bro.
supposed to be main?
I thought Matt was.
Nah, he's been playing main for a minute.
Oh.
That's why you've been out of it.
I've been gone for a couple weeks.
No one. This was.
He don't like scraps.
Were you trying to play second during our match? No wonder we were getting fried.
Yeah, say goodbye. I thought. See, that's why I said Josh should just play at the beginning, bro. I was like, Josh, want to play? He was like, no, you got it. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, I'm gonna try my best. I told Kyle, I was like, I'm not good no more, bro. I'm not playing. I play Sims.
Yo, speaking of Sims, I literally just saw a tweet before we started the podcast that they added bunk beds on Sims, and someone replied with it like, I'm really pissed that the Millennium Falcon came to Sims before bunk beds.
I got mass murders in my Sims, you know. Sims is getting murdered by the day. I'm like,
Sims is
I'm not
lit.
crazy. I'm not crazy. My sister put me on that. You
I don't even have a PC. I have it on PS5. I have to get it for PC though.
You gotta get it.
Sims is an arm and a leg once you start.
You're about to all play Minecraft though.
Nah, Valheim, bro.
Valheim and Minecraft. That's what we're all playing.
Valheim?
Valheim.
Eim.
E-I-M. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Ark.
It's Norse, isn't it?
Ark.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Valheim.
Ark.
Yes, man. What
I
is
didn't
it?
know that. Yeah.
I play God of War.
Dinosaurs.
That's fair.
Big dinosaurs.
Shout out God of
Russ
War.
is
They're making
better.
a new one that's coming out either this year or
Thank
next
the
year.
Lord.
Really?
Yeah, probably next year. Yeah.
Zach, you still have? I ain't got PS4.
God of War is so good, bro.
My sister has it. It's up in North Carolina.
Yeah, you did tell me about
I
that.
can get her to bring it down. We're going to my mom's on Sunday.
It don't matter.
This is off topic on the podcast, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, what are
I think
we
we're pretty much done here, right?
Yeah, we done.
We're done.
Let's
All
wrap
right.
this up. We can talk all day if we wanted to.
Oh, me.
Thank you guys for coming. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's been real. This has been the Season 0 team. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.
Was.
Good.
Damn.
Bye.